A chronicle of Martin Luther King's campaign to secure equal voting rights via an epic march from Selma to Montgomery, Alabama in 1965. This is my review of Selma. At first I wasn't going to see this movie, but then after hearing all the praise that it had and after seeing that it was being nominated for awards, then I was like, okay, I'll go see it when it comes out. And it came out in my theater a month ago. I went to go see it with my dad, and after seeing it, I'll have to tell you guys that I thought that Selma was an alright movie. The good points. Definitely the best thing coming out of this movie would have to be David Oyelowo's performance as Martin Luther King Jr. Not only did he embody Martin Luther King Jr., but I thought that David Oyelowo had Martin Luther King's energy with him in a way. Because during this one scene when he's preaching at a church, at first I was looking at the screen and he was like having the movements and the body language that I've seen Martin Luther King had in like videos that I've seen in the past. And then I was closing my eyes and picturing the real Martin Luther King in my head and the real Martin Luther King in my head mouthing the words that David Oyelowo was saying on the screen. And I was like, holy crap, he has like almost the exact same voice as Martin Luther King also. And after seeing his performance in this movie, I'm a bit surprised that he wasn't nominated for a Best Actor nomination at the Oscars. But other than David Oyelowo's performance, I thought that the rest of the acting by the people that were more important to the movie were done well. And by more important to the movie, I mean more important to the story that the movie had to offer. With what Ava DuVernay did, I thought that her directing was good. And the same thing goes for the writing in this movie, because I thought the writing was just good. The production and costume designs were good in this movie because it made me feel like I was in the 1960s in America. Even though I thought that Ava DuVernay's directing was just good, I thought the way this movie was shot was done well. And the last good point I have about this movie was that there was some editing that I thought was good. The bad points. The worst thing coming out of this movie would have to be the pacing of the movie, and that mainly has to do with editing, I'm guessing. Because I believe this movie was 2 hours and 15 minutes long, but it just seemed like it dragged on longer than that time frame. And at some points in the final act of this movie, I was just wondering like, oh my god, when is the movie gonna end? And again, that's due to the pacing of the scenes in the movie, and not all the scenes, because some of those scenes need to have that slow pace. But as for others that didn't need to have that slow pace at all. I didn't like some of the directing by Ava DuVernay, because there were some slow motion shots or close-up shots or other shots in general that I just didn't like. And I still wonder a little bit why DuVernay decided to do like those shots that way. Another bad point would have to be that these big name actors had these small roles that really didn't play into anything in the movie. And those big name actors were Oprah Winfrey, Martin Sheen, and Cuba Gooding Jr. And I say that's a bad point because it just distracted me. It was like, oh, it's Martin Sheen, or it's Oprah Winfrey, or it's Cuba Gooding Jr. And they barely had any screen time in the movie, and every time they came up, it's like, oh yeah, I forgot you were in this movie, even though you're sort of a big name actor. It just distracted me and took me out of the movie a little bit. And I guess the only other bad point I have about this movie is that I didn't really feel the importance of, like, the events that happen in the movie, like the real life events. Because the events in this movie should feel important since they happen in real life, but after I left the movie theater and when I was thinking about it more and more, like, I didn't feel that importance. And I don't know if it's because of the directing or editing or what. But if I don't feel that importance, then that's a bad point. Okay, ratings for Selma. Like I said, I saw this movie with my dad. My dad gives this movie a 2.75 out of 4 stars. And that's my same rating, a 2.75 out of 4 stars. Now, I really don't know what all the praise was for this movie, because I sort of had high expectations when going to the movie, but after seeing the movie, I was like, okay, it was just a generally good movie. It was an alright movie. But if you're into biopics or real event dramas or dramas in general, then I think you'll like this movie. Alright, so that's my review for Selma. Hope you guys liked it, and other than that, guys, that's it.